Job breaks the silence. He opens his mouth, and what pours out is a deep, primal cry of anguish. May the day of my birth be erased. May the night be cursed. May that day be turned to darkness. May God above not care about it. May no light shine upon it. Let darkness and deep shadow claim it once more. May a cloud settle over it. May blackness overwhelm its light. These are not just words of grief. They are the words of a man crushed under a weight so great he questions the very point of existence. Job wishes his life could be undone, that he had never been born at all. His pain has gone beyond reason. It's become a storm in his soul. When Job finishes, one of his friends finally stands. His name is Eliphaz, the eldest, the wisest, the one who always has answers. He speaks with calm authority, the kind of tone that comes from someone certain he understands how the world works. If someone ventures a word with you, will you be impatient? He begins. But who can keep from speaking? You've instructed many and strengthened the weak. Your words have supported those who stumbled. But now trouble comes to you, and you are discouraged. Eliphaz appeals to Job's own wisdom. You've always taught that righteousness leads to blessing and sin leads to punishment, he implies. So if you're suffering, something must be wrong. Think, Job, what sin have you committed? He continues with confidence. Consider this, who, being innocent, has ever perished? Where were the upright ever destroyed? Those who plow evil, and so trouble reap it. At the breath of God, they are destroyed. To Eliphaz, the world operates on a clear cause and effect. Sin brings suffering. Righteousness brings reward. His logic is tidy, airtight, and painfully misplaced. Then he adds something mystical, something meant to give weight to his words. A word was secretly brought to me, he says. Amid disquieting dreams of the night, a spirit glided past my face, and the hair on my body stood on end. It stood still, but I could not tell what it was. A form loomed before my eyes, and I heard a hushed voice. Can a mortal be more righteous than God? Can a man be more pure than his Maker? Eliphaz invokes this eerie vision to confirm his belief that no human is innocent, that Job's suffering must be deserved. If even the heavens are not pure in his eyes, he concludes, how much less mortals who are but worms. So Job, seek God, repent. Perhaps he will restore you. The message is clear. You're suffering because you sinned. Admit it. Repent. Then God will help you. Simple, mechanical, a spiritual equation. But it wounds Job deeply because it isn't true. Then the second friend speaks, Bildad, younger, sharper, less patient. He relies not on mystical visions but on tradition, the authority of generations past. How long will you say such things? He snaps. Your words are a blustering wind. Does God pervert justice? Does the Almighty pervert what is right? When your children sinned against him, he gave them over to the penalty of their sin. The words cut like a knife. Bildad has just implied that Job's children deserved to die, that their deaths were God's justice. Brutal, heartless, but to him, perfectly logical. If you seek God earnestly and are pure and upright, he continues, he'll restore you and make your future prosperous again. Bildad is anchored in tradition. Good people prosper, bad people suffer. That's the way it's always been, and anyone who questions it must be wrong. Ask the former generation, he says. Consider what their ancestors discovered. His tone carries the arrogance of certainty, the comfort of inherited truth. Then comes Zophar the youngest, the most emotional, the most furious. He cannot stay silent. Are all these words to go unanswered? He demands. Is this talker to be vindicated? Will no one rebuke you when you mock? He's angry, accusing Job of arrogance for daring to question God. You say, my beliefs are flawless, and I am pure in God's sight, Zophar shouts. Oh, how I wish God would speak and open his lips against you. God has even forgotten some of your sin. His words are cutting even forgotten some of your sin, implying there's so much sin that even God can't keep track of it all. His voice rises with moral indignation. Can you fathom the mysteries of God? Can you probe the limits of the Almighty? They are higher than the heavens. What can you do? Deeper than the depths? What can you know? The message is clear. You are too small to question God. Submit, don't speak, accept your punishment. 3 friends, 3 philosophies. Eliphaz, the intellectual, trusts reason and personal experience. Bildad, the traditionalist, clings to ancestral wisdom. Zophar, the moralist, burns with righteous emotion. Each believes he understands God. Each is certain he's helping Job, and each in his own way wounds him deeper. Job listens, doesn't lash out immediately. But when he finally speaks, his words are like open wounds. I have become a brother of jackals, a companion of owls. My skin grows black and peels. My body burns with fever. My lyre is turned to mourning, and my pipe to the sound of wailing. I know that you will bring me down to death, to the place appointed for all the living. Then Job turns his cry to God himself. Grant me these two things, and I will not hide from you. Withdraw your hostile hand from me, and stop frightening me with your terrors. Then summon me, and I will answer. Or let me speak, and you reply. How many wrongs and sins have I committed? Show me my offense and my sin. Job is not defiant. He's desperate. He wants to understand. He's willing to face the truth, but he cannot reconcile the scale of his pain with the purity of his conscience. Something doesn't add up. Round after round, the arguments continue. Eliphaz becomes harsher, Bildad more rigid, Zophar more condemning. Each repeats the same logic. God is just, so Job must be guilty. And Job in turn answers with rising anguish, sometimes with anger, sometimes with sorrow, sometimes with philosophical longing. He doesn't deny God, but he challenges the easy formulas his friends cling to. At one point, Job cries out with a vision that pierces the ages. Oh, that my words were recorded, written on a scroll, inscribed with an iron tool on lead, or engraved in rock forever. I know that my Redeemer lives, and that in the end he will stand upon the earth. And after my skin has been destroyed, yet in my flesh I will see God. I myself will see him with my own eyes, I, and not another. Even in ruin, Job's faith flickers like a flame in the darkness. It's not the faith of a man blessed and comfortable. It's the faith of a man stripped bare, clinging to hope when hope makes no sense. The debates rage on, day after day, week after week. The friends grow frustrated, Job grows weary, and still no one finds an answer. The world they thought they understood is unraveling before their eyes. Through it all, their words reveal who they truly are, their philosophies, their fears, their foundations. And in every generation since, people have heard these same voices echoed in their own lives. The reasoning of Eliphaz, the tradition of Bildad, the fury of Zophar. And like Job, they are left with the same question. When suffering strikes without reason, what kind of faith will remain?